It's the regional quarterfinals of the OHSAA playoffs. It's Kings, it's LaSalle, and a huge Region 8 matchup next on Spectrum News 1. Hello, everybody, and a pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. In a blink of an eye, half the schools that entered the OHSAA playoffs a week ago have called it a season and are looking forward to next year. Instead of 64 teams, we now have 32 teams here in Division II vying for just one crown. Hi, I'm Geoff Kim. Mark Kennedy is your videographer. Tonight we emanate from Buddy La Rosa Field at Lancer Stadium in Montford Heights. That's Green Township on the west side of Cincinnati. The 2-seed LaSalle at 9-2, hosting the 7-seed Kings Knights, also at 9-2. And quite a scene here in Green Township. Defense is the name of the game for Kings. The Kings Knights a week ago flexed their defensive muscle by pitching their fourth shutout of the year, 10-0 over Withrow. Carson Lindholm ran for 113 yards and a touchdown in the win. LaSalle got on the board in the second round, scoring 34 points in the first quarter and had 55 by halftime as they blew out the 15-seed Monroe 69-21. They got on the board quickly. Ty Brown had a 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown to start off the ball game. LaSalle comes in with a record of 9-2, as we have mentioned, 1-2 in the GCL South, good for third place. Kings also finished in third place in their conference, the Eastern Cincinnati Conference, 9-2 overall, 7-2, again, to finish up in third place. They've won 6 in a row. The home team, LaSalle, has won 3 in a row. The last time these two teams met, it was on November 20th, 2015 in the Region 8 final. LaSalle blew out Kings 42-7. The Lancers racked up 498 yards of total offense. Jeremy Larkin had 160 yards and 2 touchdowns. 2 weeks later, the Lancers won the Division II state title with a 42-0 shutout of Massillon Perry. Game time temperature 52 degrees, the wind west at 3 miles an hour. Kings has won the toss. They'll defer to the second half. To kick it away is Nate Mangrino. And he'll kick to Walter Berry and to Ty Brown. And as we had mentioned, Brown a week ago had a 95-yard kickoff return for 6 to get the scoring underway against Monroe. LaSalle will go right to left. They're clad in the home reds with the white numerals and trim. It's the visiting white uniforms. The red numerals with the blue trim for visiting Kings. Here's Mangrino, and away we go here from Lancer Stadium. From the 5, it's picked up at the 10. And the cut back to the middle, and the return man looking for an alley out of the 15 and cannot make this one. And that is to Walter Berry. Kings is 9-2. They are the 2-seed. Pat McLaughlin is the head coach. He's also the offensive coordinator and the quarterback coach. His son, Pat McLaughlin, at 5'11", 170 pounds, a senior, will take the helm for the Lancers. Isaac Goldschmidt will get the start at running back. Hunter Ogden, the tight end. Max Welter, Javier Carter, and Jack Schroer are the wideouts. And here's the tight end, Ogden, on the first play, and big yardage, a gain of 20. A good start, and they want to run in a hurry. And they go off right tackle for a few. The offensive line is Naeem Jackson, Ramir Murray, the left guard. Beg your pardon, Ramir Murphy, the right guard. The left guard. Trevor Bennett is the center. Wes Satterfield is the right guard, and Jameer Davis is the right tackle. Movement on the line. The head official tonight is Matthew Kleiner. Marvin Doyle is the umpire. Jeff Gorsuch is the linesman. The line judge, Chad Switzer. Sean Burns is the center judge, and Jason Arthur is the back judge. And encroachment is the call. So it's second and short. And it should be a first down gain. It is. Right up the middle, right behind the right guard, Wes Satterfield, and the center, Trevor Bennett. For Kings at 9-2, the 7th seed, Alex Garvin is the head coach. And we have a man down on the field. A member of Kings. We'll get you the starting lineups here while we have a moment. It's a 3-man front. Caden Walker, Michael Farnham, and Cato Meisner are the defensive linemen. The linebackers are Zach Hoying, Ben Lockwood, Patrick Holubitz, and Jacob Rudowski. Trent Hogan, Toriano Johnson are the corners. Carter Poirier and Grady McKelvey are the safeties. So as we wait here, as we look to see, it's 19. We see 19 on the field. Josh Cassio, who is not one of our expected starters, so we're a little bit off guard here at this point. But he's off the field, and we resume play. 1st and 10. We're going to spot the ball over at the 48-yard line as LaSalle has marched into Kings territory. Play action. McLaughlin looks, home run down the side. It's complete at the 21-yard line. He found his big man, Max Welter, on a big gain of 27. Max Welter picks up his 35th catch of the year. A quick toss again to Welter on a little screen, and he's caught behind the line. He pushes forward for a couple of yards. To bring up 2nd down. Colin Daniels, the linebacker, on the stop. And they go quickly to the line again, 2 to the top, and a pair to the bottom. LaSalle will reset. They'll reposition. Goldschmidt to the right of the quarterback. And a quick toss out to Goldschmidt, and he is locked up. Patrick Holubitz, who is a special player for these Kings Knights, on the stop. He's a linebacker that'll play out on the boundary side and is great in getting interceptions. He can play, defend the pass, and stop and support the run. It's 3rd and 7, and a big 3rd down here, and we got a little dummy clap, and we'll reset. And a pass out to the sideline. Welter for 6. His 3rd catch here on the last 4 plays, and this one goes for the touchdown, 17 yards out. LaSalle leads it 6-0. So we look for the point after. Good snap, sure. Gets it, and we have a 7-0 lead here in Green Township. We'll step aside here on Spectrum News 1. Well, that escalated quickly. 7-play drive, 80 yards, 2:25 off the clock. It was McLaughlin to Welter. The point after is good. 7-0 here in Green Township. For Welter, that's his 3rd touchdown of the year. And it's the 8th touchdown pass for Pat McLaughlin. And here's an end-over-end kick taken. And this one flies into the end zone for the touchback. Alex Garvin's the head coach for the Kings Knights, 9-2, the 7th seed. Here's the offense. Grant Nuri is the quarterback. Carson Lindholm will open up at running back. Nate Lyman, Jackson Frisk, Andrew Lyman, and Jackson Bay are the wide receivers. Ryan Doman is the left tackle. Zach Hoying is the left guard. Charlie Pearson is a center. Sean Shallier is the right guard, and Aiden Sanders is the right tackle. Four-man front for LaSalle. Zach Gates, Darion Spraggs, Fergus Kreider, and Markel McConnell. We'll give you the rest in a minute. And here's the first snap. It's over the head of the quarterback, and he'll have to eat it out at the 5-yard line. So that's a big loss on the play as they'll put it all the way back to the 15-yard, the 5-yard line. Mark off 15 on the play. So we mentioned the defense, a four-man front. The linebackers, three of them, Colin Daniel, Landon Bates, and Brady O'Connor. The corners are Dre Arnold and Cyree Smothers. Caleb Traylor is one of the safeties, and the other is Walter Berry. On second down, here's the run play, and it's Lindholm for a good amount of yards out across the 10 to the 11-yard line where he is stopped by Walter Berry. We'll call it a gain of 6, and it's 3rd and long. And not a good situation on 3rd down. Kings this year, 39.5% on 3rd down. That's a pretty good percentage. However, LaSalle is only allowing 31.5% to opponents on 3rd down this year. 3rd and long, and Lindholm again off right tackle. Nowhere to go, wrapped up. And we see O'Connor on that left side to give him a stop, and it's 3 and out. So a very tough start to this ballgame offensively for the Kings Knights. 4th and 19, so a -9 on the net here, and they'll spot the ball at the 11-yard line. And we'll see Isaac Goldschmidt out at his own 50. He gets it at the 49, and he is knocked over, and there's a flag. He may have called for the fair catch. Carter Poirier came on in and knocked him down, and they're going to tack on to that one. 38 yards on the punt, nothing on the return, pending the flag. They're going to wave off the flag, nothing there, and they're going to spot him officially right at midfield, right at the 50-yard line. And a second series now for McLaughlin. McLaughlin now has 3. Devin Bird in the backfield with him. And the hand to Bird off the left side. Not much there. Minimal gain off that left side as he tried to run behind Naeem Jackson and Ray Murphy. They're going to give him 4 progress out across the 48 to the 47 officially, so it's a gain of 3. We mentioned McLaughlin's name. He is the exact namesake of his dad, the head coach of this team. His dad calls him Patrick. Everybody else calls him Pat. And here's a pass right over the middle. It's a first down out to the 30 and moving back the other way. Here's Xavier Carter down to the 10, to the 5. It's 1st and goal coming up for LaSalle. Out at the 1. A big pass play to Xavier Carter, who gets his 10th reception of the year. And it's 1st and goal. They're going to spot him back at the 2-yard officially. Carter comes to the line. Bird now the keep by McLaughlin. He scores on his own. 13-0 LaSalle. On the quarterback keeper by McLaughlin, that's his 5th touchdown of the year. So quick drives have been the name of the game here early in this first period. This might be a bit of a shocker as Schroyer gets it through, 14-0, as we head to the timeout here on Spectrum News 1. You can watch the OHSAA playoffs live each Friday on Spectrum News 1 and on the Spectrum News app. And in the playoffs, several other games each Friday are available on our website. Just look for Stream High School Sports. Games will remain there on demand. Thanks for joining us here on Spectrum News 1. I'm Geoff Kim. Mark Kennedy is our videographer tonight, and we're pleased to have you here in Green Township on the west side of Cincinnati. 14-0 on a 3-play drive that goes 50 yards. It soaks up 1:02 off the clock. McLaughlin from 2 yards out gets the touchdown. The point after is good, and we've got a shocker in the making. Even though it's the higher seed leading, we were expecting maybe perhaps a little bit more of a defensive struggle. That's not apparent here in this first period. End-over-end kick taken right at the goal line. Return man across the 15 does not make the 20-yard line for Ben Lockwood. The official spot is the 19-yard line. Coming into this ball game, Kings had scored 303 points and allowed 111. That's a differential of 192. LaSalle at 295. They've given up 173. That's a differential of plus 102. And yet it's LaSalle who has the lead by 14 to start things off in this first quarter. The quarterback back to pass, now flushed from the pocket, has yardage out across the 20 and has a couple more. So Caleb Lang on the stop, and we do have an injured player down for Kings. It is the running back Carson Lindholm. And while he's being tended to, we'll step aside here on Spectrum News 1. It's a return to greatness here for the LaSalle Lancers. 2 years ago, they went 2-9. Last year, 4-7. This year, 9-2. They are the 2 seed here in Region 8, and they're flexing their muscle here early in this ball game, 14-0. Second, and we'll call it 7. It's Nuri out of the gun, looking right. Now flush from the pocket, steps up in the pocket, contact made, and will be stopped out at the 25-yard line. A whole bunch of them out there. Fergus Kreider, the defensive lineman, the first one to give him the stop. So while Kings is showing pass, it's the quarterback running out of time in a big hurry. So the ball just across the 25-yard line. They'll call it the 26, third, and we'll call it 4. They need the 29 for the line to gain. Nuri, and the give, and the running back takes it across and has the first down. Max Lockwood in relief of the starting running back Carson Lindholm, who went out with an injury, gets the carry and gets the first down. And a big first down for Kings because they really needed to get something going here. Call it a gain of 5, almost 6. As Kings goes trips to the bottom of your screen. We may have a timeout here As we look to the head official, and we do. 4:39 left to go here in this first period. We'll step aside here on Spectrum News 1. Stay connected by following us on X and on Facebook at Spectrum News 1 OH, and of course on our website, SpectrumNews1.com. Out of the timeout, it's the quarterback and on the designed run, and he's pushing the pile forward. Nuri up to the 40-yard line, a pickup of 9 on the play. So a good job by the starting quarterback, Grant Nuri, at 6'4", 210 pounds, and he is a load. Right now, Kings needs to perpetuate a drive, partly for their own confidence, but the other side of it is to keep their defense off the field. They've been torched for a couple of touchdowns here in the opening minutes here in Green Township. 4:02 left to play here in a fast-moving first quarter, 14-0. And the give, it's Lockwood again. He has a first down into space across midfield out to the 45-yard line. A big explosion play for the Kings Knights. A pickup of 15. Walter Berry on the stop, but not before we move the chains. Kings starting to move the ball as they have perpetuated a drive and picked up a couple of first downs. Nuri in a shotgun all by himself. Triplets to the bottom, 2 to the top. Movement on the LaSalle line, no flag. Penetration by Kreider, but it's a pass out to the far sideline, and the completion to Nate Lyman, the senior wide receiver at 6'2". Lyman gets his 60th reception of the year, and that's a pickup of 4. Second, and we'll call it 6. Again, Nuri looking left, home run left, looking for Lyman. He's got it for a touchdown. What a play on the 9 route, looking for Lyman, 41 yards away, 14-6. Mercy. Lyman had one-on-one out on the far side and knew exactly what to do with it. He is the leading touchdown maker on this team from a passing standpoint. Nate Lyman with 7 touchdowns now as we await the point after. It's Nate Magrino, who is 39 of 40 on extra points this year. The snapper is Ryan Doman out of the hold of Ben Lockwood, who came in relief as a running back here on this drive. Good snap, the place, but before the kick is away, we have a flag, and it's going to be against LaSalle. It looks like offsides. Things have gone unexpected here in this first period. A touchdown pass for Kings and quick explosion points by LaSalle here in this first period. They're going to still try for the extra point. Lockwood to hold. And the point after by Mangrino is good. And we have another flag right at the goal line with 2:47 left, and we'll see if this one's declined. It appears to be good, and we'll step aside. 2:47 left to go here in this first period. 14-7 here in Green Township on Spectrum News 1. 14-7 on a 7-play drive that goes 81 yards, 3:28 off the clock. Nate Lyman on the receiving end from a Grant Nuri touchdown, 41 yards, point after is good, and it's 14-7. And we did have a penalty at the end of the last play of the long variety. It looked like a 15-yarder, so Kings will try to play it short. It's bobbled out at the 10-yard line. Kings says they have it. We have a pile out there out on the far sideline. Lancers have recovered. That would have been disaster had they not recovered. That would have been first and red zone for Kings to try to tie this one up. They'll spot this one at the 12-yard line. First and 10 as the Lancers come out. They've scored on their first 2 drives of this ball game. McLaughlin gets, looking left, throwing over the middle, and it's a big run! It's Welter out to the near side, down the seam, across the 50, out to the 41-yard line. A pickup of 47. Right now, Max Welter has gotten the last 4 receptions from Lancers receivers. You want to say that he's ready to go? He's raring to go. Ball officially across the 40 out to the 39-yard line. It's another pass play for McLaughlin. Out to the side. It's to the tight end, Ogden. Out across the 30 to the 27-yard line. Hunter Ogden gets his 5th reception of the year. And it's a 12-yard pickup and move the chains, first and 10. And the Lancers are moving in a big hurry. And a timeout charge to the Lancers. 2:12 left to go here in this first period. We'll step aside here on Spectrum News 1. After becoming the starter midway through his sophomore year, Pat McLaughlin has thrown, coming into this ballgame, for 4,042 yards and 32 touchdown passes. He has tacked on here in this ball game, and it's a 14-7 lead. It's a dummy count and a reset. 4 to the top. And now they'll motion Jordan Hall back from a slot into the backfield. And now the pitch out to Hall. Out to the right side, and King sniffs up. The ball came out at the end. King's calling for it. I think it's going to stay up front. It's going to stay up front. So Hall got it back on a pickup of 1. No gain actually officially. Second down and 10. Offsides is the call as they flagged this one. They didn't flag the first down play. They do flag it here on second. King's a little jumpy. They're not used to getting yards gashed in their direction this way. 2nd and 5 out of the 22-yard line. And Devin Bird re-enters the lineup for LaSalle. Looking left, throwing left, incomplete. It was a hot shot out on that left side, looking for Javier Carter. As we mentioned before, on 3rd down, it's 45.5% completions and converting for LaSalle on the season. Kings only giving up 26.5%, and both teams a little jumpy on the reset. McLaughlin gets deep drop with time, rolling left, looking left, running out of the pocket, throwing left, complete out of the 19-yard line as he finds Devin Bird. He picks up 3 on the play, and it's 4th down, and they're going to go right to the line. And before they can get the play off, they'll throw to the middle, and it's complete. It's a touchdown. They didn't get the timeout, and Brady O'Connor gets the score. 19 yards out, 20-7. So a 4th down play. Kings thought they had the timeout. It wasn't called. They played on. O'Connor was open right over the middle as everyone was confused. And LaSalle gets another touchdown. McLaughlin gets his 2nd of the night. The point after is good. We've got a slugfest here in Green Township. 21-7 as we head to the timeout on Spectrum News 1. 6 plays, 88 yards. It takes 1:49 off the clock. It's a 19-yard touchdown pass officially from the quarterback McLaughlin to Brady O'Connor. The point after is good, and with 53 ticks left to go here in this first period, 21-7. Here's the kickoff. It's a long boot out to the near side and inside the left pylon, and it's a touchback. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns for the home team LaSalle. And they're in the driver's seat as we've not even get to the 12-minute mark here in this ball. Kings looking to respond, and we'll see who's in the backfield with the quarterback Nuri. It's going to be Max Lockwood in the backfield in relief of Carson Lindholm. Lindholm's a 1,000-yard rusher on the year, averaging over 6 yards a carry, and the quarterback keeping it out to the 25-yard line. Markel McConnell in on the stop. We're in the final minute of this first period. LaSalle out to the big lead here so far in this one. Kings trying to respond as the Knights empty out the backfield. 3 to the top. Movement on the line, and McConnell is guilty of steps. Hard count by Nuri. McConnell bit. And this will be a first down for visiting Kings. We're in the final seconds of this first period. We'll see if we get this play off. 4 to the top. Nuri out of the gun, he'll keep on a design. O'Connor says no way. Down at the 26-yard line as we close out the first period. LaSalle has taken control of this ball game, 21-7. It's the OHSAA playoffs here on Spectrum News 1. We change sides of the field here in this second quarter. Here in Green Township, LaSalle leading Kings, 2 leading 7. 21-7. Thanks for joining us here on Spectrum News 1. Mark Kennedy is your videographer. I'm Geoff Kim. We're glad to have you for round 2 of this playoff game. Nuri looking left, now throwing over the middle, it's complete. Nathan Tucker, who we see a lot on kickoff returns, got the reception.
3rd down and 3.
So a good pickup there to make it 3rd and 3, down in distance for Kings. Kings with Nuri looking left, now over the middle, and he is short on the first down. Kreider on the back end of that. You got some help from Markel Marcano. And down by 2 touchdowns, you think about going for it, but it's a little early in this ball game, and they're going to opt to punt it away. Ball's at the 39-yard line. The punter will be Jacob Radowski at 6'1", 190 pounds, averaging just under 40 yards a punt. Isaac Goldschmidt will let it hit at the 10-yard line, bouncing towards the goal line, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So he'll tack on to the yards per average, but it goes into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. With 10:39 left to go until halftime. Ball's at the 20-yard line. 10:38 left to go. And a run play out to the right side. Big yards and a first down. Isaac Goldschmidt, and we'll see if this one comes back. There's a flag out at the 22-yard line. It's on the home team, bring it back. So a good gain by Goldschmidt, but it's all for naught, and he'll have to come back. Isaac Goldschmidt averaging just about 5 yards a carry coming into this ball game. 455 yards and 6 touchdowns, and he had a good gainer, but it's brought back on a hold. 1st and 20 out at the 10-yard line. LaSalle showing power off that left side. So they go singles on each side. Back to passes McLaughlin. Over on the top, and it goes to Welter out across the 35-yard line. He had a one-on-one ball and leaped up over Trent Hogan and got the big reception. A pickup of 29. They bring it officially out to the 40-yard line, so a pickup of 30 for Welter, who's had a big first half. As we come up on the 10-minute mark till the halftime, 21-7. The keeper by the quarterback, McLaughlin, across the 45 off right tackle and out to the 47-yard line. Cato Meisner decided he won't go anywhere further. We're going to call it a long two, just short of the 48-yard line, down in distance. Another dummy call here. McLaughlin motions the tight end Ogden back to the line. And it's a play off the right side and good for a first down. So it's Goldschmidt with a first down carry. And Zach Hoying, the linebacker, the senior, on the stop. .909 left to go till halftime. LaSalle showing a ton of looks here on this drive. And the run play out to the right side. Not much room to work here for Ty Brown, the touchdown maker from a week ago in the playoff game against Monroe. Pickup of 3 on the play, second down. And the pass over the middle to Ogden, up the middle to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Is he in the house? Yes, he is. 44 yards on the catch and run, 27-7. There is a flag on the play, and this one will come back. Wow. That would have been Ogden's first touchdown of the year. Instead, it all comes back. False start. So we'll call it 2nd and 12 out at the 49-yard line. Another reset as they look to the sideline. Showing power off the right side, throwing to the right side, complete to the right side. O'Connor across the 45, down to the 43, the 42-yard line. Looks like Carter Poirier, the safety, was shaken up. He's hobbling a bit at the bottom of your screen. May have to call a timeout and get Poirier out of the ball game. And we do have a stoppage here. While Poirier is being tended to, we'll step aside. 21-7, LaSalle with the lead here on Spectrum News 1. We see Carter Poirier getting helped off the field. He was trying to play. He was trying to at least set up for the next play, but just couldn't stand on his own 2 feet. Had to take him out. And with 8:08 left to go till halftime, it's 3rd and 4 at the 41-yard line, 21-7. LaSalle looking to tack on. We thought points would come at a premium tonight. That has not been the case for the home team. 21 points, 3 touchdowns on 3 possessions so far in this one, as the 2 seed leads to 7. The referee, Matthew Kleiner, gives the go sign, and away we go, and another dummy count. And a reset here by LaSalle, 4 to the top. Another one here, as they're trying to really get something going. Schroyer's all alone to the bottom of your screen. Throw over the middle, and it's caught on the rebound. Deflected, but caught on the rebound by Javier Carter. And they're going to go on 4th and 1. Quarterback should have a run-pass option here. The ability to keep because he's got the good wheels and he's got the good passing game. And the quarterback keeping it out close to where he needs to be. He does. He should have the first down out across the 37-yard line. Right now, Kings has been hemorrhaging yards all across the board, through the air, but even on the ground, where they're only giving up 2.5 yards a carry throughout the course of the season. And you just saw there, they couldn't make the stop on 4th down. Here's the pass over the middle, intended for Carter, incomplete out of the 20-yard line. He had a step to the end zone on the 8 route. Incomplete. Radowski on the coverage to bring up 2nd down. As the clock stops at 6:58 left to go here in this opening half. McLaughlin claps for it, has time, looking, home run ball down the sideline for Schroyer. It's incomplete out at the 7-yard line, and a flag at the end of the play. This should be pass interference. So you prevent the touchdown if you're Trent Hogan, but it's a first down coming on up. They have isolated Schroyer on one-on-one. He's down at the bottom of your screen against Hogan. 3 to the bottom, a single to the top. As they motion the tight end back into the formation. And the quarterback nowhere to go. Nowhere to go, and stopped by Jacob Radowski, the linebacker.
game on play, the second and 10.
LaSalle taking their time now. 6:23 and ticking to halftime. 21-7 is your score. LaSalle with the lead. And another dummy count. No jump by Kings, and they'll reset. The throw, and it's complete. The tight end Ogden, who had a touchdown taken away earlier in this drive, gets the catch. His 5th catch of the year for minimal yardage. So pickup of 3 officially for Ogden. Another reset. The fans here calling for offsides on jumps by Kings, but it's a pass play for the quarterback McLaughlin. Flush rolling to the right, throwing, touchdown! Brady O'Connor for the 2nd time tonight gets it, and it's 27-7. Right now, if you're Kings, you're scratching your head. You have no answers right now for this LaSalle offense. Here's the point after attempt, and good. 28-7 with 5:25 left to go till halftime. We'll take a timeout right here. It's the OHSAA playoffs on Spectrum News 1. The Lancers are on a roll. 11 plays, 80 yards on that last touchdown. 5:14 off the clock. The touchdown, the 2nd of the night to O'Connor. The point after good. On a 3rd touchdown pass tonight by McLaughlin. He's got 4 touchdowns altogether, 28-7. Ball taken from the 10. Lyman on the return. Out to, we'll call it the 20 at this point. Let's see where they officially spot him. They give him the 22, and it's 1st and 10. 5:19 left to go here in this first half. And if you're defensive coordinator, Ryan Framby for the Kings Knights, you're just waiting for halftime so you can reset and get your team back and reacclimated out on the field. Down by 3 touchdowns. Incomplete. Intended for Jackson Bake and Sire Smothers, the senior defensive back, on the stop. Right now, LaSalle is the version of sharks in the water sniffing blood. Nuri looking, rush into the pocket, now has some time, resets, throws to the near side, complete. Out across the 30, down towards the 35-yard line to Max Lockwood. And that's a 1st down gain, a pickup of nearly, we'll call it 15. Clock continues to melt. Underneath 5 minutes here left to go in this first half. It has been LaSalle's ball game as we go twins to each side for the Kings Knights. Nuri back to pass with time. Now has nobody downfield. Rushing out of time, running out of time, and dropped out of the 20-yard line. Kreider up there, and he was finished off by Zach Gates, the senior linebacker. Call it a loss of 17 on the play as Nuri was trying to create something down the field and ran out of time. Murray back to pass again, running out of time, now stepping up, and will get dropped across the 15-yard line. And this time, it's the big man in the middle, Fergus Kreider, in on the stop. So the ball fishy at the 17-yard line. It's 3rd and forever. 3rd and 30. .330 left to go. LaSalle gets a stop here. They'll get the ball back with one more opportunity to score before going into the locker room. Kings empties out the backfield, 4 to the top. Nuri to throw. Actually, he'll keep and just try to get some yardage back. Kreider on another stop. The big defensive tackle making his presence known here in the second quarter. Ball's officially at the 21-yard line, a 4-yard pickup. With 2:52 left to go and another punting opportunity. Rudowski. And it's Goldschmidt. Will let it get away from him. So the ball spotted right at the 24-yard line, and a good punt with nothing on the return. And a good exchange of position, and 76 yards to go till another bit of pay dirt for the LaSalle Lancers after a 54-yard punt. It has been Pat McLaughlin's show here tonight. He's accounted for all the touchdowns. This will go to work from the 24-yard line. 3 touchdown passes and a rushing touchdown back in the first quarter. And the run play for Bird up the middle. Devin Bird, the senior running back, for good yardage. Another run play. Stopped at the line. Does Bird have the first down? They're looking at the 35-yard line. He has the line to gain. So a couple of runs to set up this drive here for LaSalle as we come up on the 2-minute mark. Singles to each side. They move Ogden to the right. And a play action pass. It goes to Ogden. And he is stopped out there by Patrick Holubutz. So minimal gain on first down. Gain of 1 officially, 2nd and 9. Lancers show power out at the 36. Another run play, Bird out to the 40-yard line, pushing back into the middle of the field, down to the seam. We've got a flag on the play, might be a face mask. And we've got the clock stop at 1:22. So it is a face mask, so says Matthew Kleiner, the referee, and it's against the defense, and it'll be a first down. Pretty egregious from here if we as broadcasters can recognize it. To spot the ball out at the 46-yard line. Long pass, and it's incomplete. Intended for Max Welter, one of the touchdown makers tonight. And again, coming up a bit gimpy is Carter Poirier. Welter cut off the route. Now, to be fair, he did have somebody up in his grill, and he wasn't really make any progress down the sideline. So an incomplete pass to bring up 2nd down. And again, another reset, and that's what we're seeing here a lot, as the Lancers are really just trying to give the Kings defense something else to think about. And another run, and it's Bird again for a couple. Hard to imagine that Pat McLaughlin would be satisfied with anything less than a touchdown in this situation as the clock melts under a minute. You want to get back into scoring position, at least kick a field goal, but getting down the field up by 3 touchdowns to make it 4 would probably be really advantageous. And another long wait, 45 seconds left to go. Well, if they want to score, they're not showing like they're in a bit of hurry yet. Quarterback looking, flush from the pocket, running from the pocket, rolling to the right. He's going to have to throw it away, and does. Out to the sideline, out across the 40-yard line with 30 seconds left to go. They evaporated a ton of clock out on that play, and we've got a down Kings Knight. Cato Meisner needed a little help up. He's a little slow in getting up. And he's going to march out to the sideline. If you're the Knights, you can't wait for this first half to end. Next, Montgomery gets into the lineup for the Kings Knights. Coming in for Meisner. They'll set up on that left end side. Twins to the top. In a punting situation. Carter. No return as this one is short and picked up out at the 36.
With a company history dating back to 1975,
not much on the punt. The spotted officially at the 35-yard line, 17 yards. And with 21 seconds left to go, you wonder if Kings will just take a knee and go to the locker room. Four to the top. They may let Nuri air it out. Looking downfield, looking left, completing out to the left to Lyman, out across the 40 down to the 43-yard line, and that may be the last play of this first half. Or do we have a timeout? The Knights have called for the TO with 14 seconds left to go, and we'll step aside for a quick timeout here on Spectrum News 1. With 14 seconds left to go, it's 28-7. The Lancers have led from the very beginning of this one to the current point right now, up by 3 scores. Lyman has 3 to the top, 3 to the right as he waits on the ball. Has time, throws out to the right, complete, out across the 40, and the receiver takes it across the 45. Jackson Bake on the reception with 7 seconds left to go. So they'll move the chains for a first down. And 7 seconds left to go and half the field left to go. Maybe you're just ready to throw one up and pray for a miracle. 4 to the bottom of your screen, out to the left. Looking to the left, it's a screen. And it's a backward pass, looking down the field, and it's caught out at the 20. And the receiver takes it to the end zone on a touchdown. Jackson Frisk on a pass from Nathan Tucker with no time on the clock to make it 28-13. Mercy. Some razzle-dazzle out of the timeout, and it pays off with no time remaining. Mercy. It's Nate Mangrino on for the point after. Snap is away, the kick is away, and good. And we go to the locker room. What a way to finish up the first 24 minutes here in Green Township on Cincinnati's west side. 28-14. The 2 seed LaSalle leading the 7 seed Kings We'll take a timeout. We'll take a siesta here for halftime and come back with the start of the second half when we return on Spectrum News 1. Quite a game we've got here in Green Township on Cincinnati's west side. 28-14, but it should be more for the 2-seed LaSalle leading the 7-seed Kings. Thanks for joining us again. I'm Geoff Kim here on Spectrum News 1. Let's break down this first half for you. It was a pass from McLaughlin, his first of 3 touchdowns tonight, to Welter with 9:28 left to go in the first period. Point after good, 7-0 LaSalle just that quick. McLaughlin with a 2-yard touchdown run with 6:21 left to go in the first. Point after good, 6:21 left to go in the first, 14-0. Back came Kings. Lindholm on a pass from Nuri for 41 yards. Point after is good, 14-7. And then LaSalle, the next couple of touchdowns, both to O'Connor. The first one from 19, the second one for 20. The first one to close out the first quarter, the second in the second quarter. Extra points were good, 28-7. And then to close out the first half with no time remaining, it was a backward pass to Tucker, Nathan Tucker, who threw down the field out to Jackson Frisk, caught it about the 15-yard line, took it into the house, point after's good, and we went to the locker room at 28-14. Some other scores to talk through. Not a lot of surprises right now. Moeller leading big as we speak. I think the big surprise is if you're in Xenia watching that game between the 3-seed, the Buccaneers, and the Harrison Wildcats, the 6th seed here in Region 8. It's the Wildcats leading by a score of 38-7. Some first half numbers. Obviously, we mentioned 28-14. First downs in advantage of LaSalle, 15-7. LaSalle has thrown 16 of 20 under McLaughlin's arm for 259 yards and 3 touchdowns. 7 of 8 passing for Nuri for 136 yards. By the way, while we still have a moment, want to give credit to Paul Hummel. You can find his work right now as we speak, LaSalleStats.com. If you want to keep up with this game online from a statistics standpoint, that is the place to do it. Thanks to Paul, who's been, and his crew up here in the press box for keeping us informed, and a way to go here in this one. Kings will receive to start off this second half. They won the toss prior to the ball game, deferred to the second half, and they'll go left to right. 28-14 in a game that probably should have been no worse than 28-7 for the home team LaSalle. They have given up 3 points to visiting Kings, and if Kings can get on the board on this drive to opening up half number 2, they're back in Fat City. It'll be a ball game once again. Both teams have outscored their opponents after one half of football. Kings this year plus 98. This game withstanding where they're down by 14. LaSalle plus 52 after one half of play throughout every game this season coming into this one. It's an end-over-end kick to start off half number 2. And out to the 20-yard line goes Nate Lyman. Right now, this is the quarter of the year for the Kings Knights. Down by 2 touchdowns. Their defense has been gashed with a ton of yards. In fact, they've given up 297 yards on 34 plays in the first half. So it's 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Grant Nuri at the helm. And it's Lockwood off the left side, out towards the 25-yard line. Max Lockwood, who saw relief duty back in the first quarter in relief of Carson Lindholm. and he picks up 5. Darion Sprague's the big junior defensive lineman who logs in at 6'1", 255 pounds in on the stop. 2nd and 5. And the pass play to Lyman. Shakes and bakes and has a first down. Broke away at the 29-yard line, short of the line to gain, and gained 5 more and moved the chains. Kings moving quickly. They go 4 to the right, to the bottom of your screen. They look right. They set up the screen pass. And it's Tucker out to the 36-yard line as he's backed up. Has nowhere to go. Claude Moore in on the stop along with Landon Bates. And we'll see if Pat McLaughlin plays some more people here in the second half. A pickup of 2. It's Lockwood in the backfield, the junior running back alongside Nuri. They'll reposition, 2nd and 8. Pass looking, Nuri looking left, throwing left, complete out to the left, across the 50. Jackson Frisk, the touchdown maker, with the reception. Pickup of 17 on the play and move the chains, and Kings moving quickly, and it's Lockwood off the left side and has nowhere to go, no gain. Stopped by Brady O'Connor, who was the co-defensive player of the year in the GCL South this year. 86 tackles coming into this ball game. He packs a punch. 2 minutes gone on by here in this third period. 28-14. Motion on the line. Nuri looking to throw with time. Now rolls out of the pocket, throws down the sideline and throws it away. Lyman was the closest to it. It's an incomplete. 3rd down coming up. Kings sorely in need of a perpetuated drive. Twins to the bottom, Frisk closest to you at the bottom of your screen. Nathan Tucker, who threw him the touchdown to end the first half, is inside of him in a slot to the right. Looking left, throwing left, complete to the left. It's to Lyman, close to the first down. Pushed out by Devin Bird. A pickup of 10, and well, let's see if they go for it on 4th down. The ball's officially spotted out at the 37-yard line, and they get the call from the sideline. The offensive coordinator is Aaron Szabo. 4th and 1, and they give Lockwood stacked up. Penetration by the front line of LaSalle, and it's a turnover on downs. Zach Gates with the initial penetration, and now we've got a flag at the end of the play. Tonight's head official, the referee, is Matthew Kleiner. We still have some conferring. The ball is short of the line to gain, but if this is against LaSalle, this will be a very tough penalty for Pat McLaughlin.
After the play, the personal foul on the Lancers.
So it's after the play and not during, so give the ball on a turnover on downs back to the Lancers. However, there's a penalty afterwards. It's unsportsmanlike conduct. But it's after the play, and the Lancers will take over. So they'll back up 15 officially, and the ball will be spotted at the 22-yard line, and LaSalle will take over with their first drive here of the second half. McLaughlin, hands to the running back, ball comes out! It's loose, it's still loose, Kings may have it! And a flag, Kings does have it! So on consecutive plays, the ball is turned over twice. And with 9:16 left to go here in this third period, Kings is back in action. Ball's at the 9-yard line. It is 1st and goal for Kings. And they have a chance to punch this one in. What a turnabout. Fortune hinges on each play here in this ball game in the third. Officially at the 9-yard line. Murray out of the gun. The give, it's Lockwood out to the side, inside the seam, to the 5, to the goal line. He goes, touchdown. On a 9-yard scamper for Max Lockwood, 28-20 with 9:09 left to go here in the third. Mercy. What has happened here in Green Township tonight? If you're not watching this one, you wouldn't believe what just happened on 3 straight plays. Here's the point after. And good. And it's a 1-score game here in Green Township as we head to the timeout. A 9-yard touchdown run for Max Lockwood. 28-21. LaSalle is hanging on here on Spectrum News 1. One play does it all here in Green Township. A 9-yard touchdown run for Max Lockwood. Point after's good. The Kings Knights have come off the deck, down by 3 scores to make it a 1-score ball game here at LaSalle Lancer Stadium. Along with our videographer, Mark Kennedy, I'm Geoff Kim. Thanks for joining us here on Spectrum News 1. What has happened here? A turnover on downs a few plays ago, then a fumble on the subsequent play, the first play offensively for LaSalle, and then the punch in from 9 yards out from Lockwood. Like I said, if you're not seeing this, you're not believing this. Little squibber taken by one of the upmen out a 30-yard line, and a wise decision by him to take it. It's Matthew McAllister, backup tight end, to give LaSalle the ball back. Clock's continuing to move. It shouldn't be moving. I think the last check, it's at 8:55. It's now melted down to 8:40. We're waiting to see if one of the officials catches wind of this. The clock continues to melt away here in Green Township. (28-21). They're going to have to stop the clock and reset it. Friday nights are for high school football, from the regular season to the playoffs and all the way to the state championship games. Spectrum News 1 is the place. Spectrum News 1, your television home for high school sports. They've reset the clock, or at least they've stopped the clock. It's still standing at 8:27. The last we saw was 8:55. So they're going to officially reset it to 8:30. We saw 25 seconds melt off the clock without anybody else noticing, apparently. It's McLaughlin on the keeper off the left end, trying to at least, if nothing else, get some yardage and melt some clock. Gain of 5 on the play to bring up second down. They hurry back to the line and reset. And this has been a recurring mantra here for Pat McLaughlin's crew, to have the dummy count and then reset the offense and get another play in. The look left by McLaughlin. Home run ball down the near side. It is caught out at the 35-yard line. Receiver taking it up front. Walter Berry out towards the 25. A pickup of 41. Walter Berry, who's a starting safety on this team, sees some minutes out on the offensive side and came up huge. First and 10 at the 25, and the quarterback keeping. He is shut off out on the backside, looking to try to escape out to the sideline, chased down from behind. Caden Walker gave him something to think about as he moved on out for a gain of 1. They'll give the quarterback forward progress out to the 23, so a pickup of 2 officially. Twins to the bottom of your screen. They've been thrown to Welter recently, and we'll see if he gets one-on-one down towards the sideline. Looking left, looking for Welter, out to the left corner, and it's incomplete. He had to get up on top of Trent Hogan, and Hogan just in the way just enough to call it incomplete. Hogan got safety help over top, but Hogan was there to bring up 3rd and 7. So a big set right here for the Kings Knights. They need a stop with 7:05 left to go here in this third period. Quarterback steps up in the pocket, across the 20, has the first down, to the 10, to the 5, he's in the house. A 23-yard scamper and a second rushing quarterback tonight for McLaughlin, 34-21. McLaughlin looking over the middle, had nobody, and the front line opened up like the Red Sea, literally and figuratively, and he was able to break away for a second touchdown tonight. The point after is good, and we've got a brand new score here on Cincinnati's west side, 35-21, 2/7 here on Spectrum News 1. 5-play drive, 71 yards. It takes 2 minutes off the clock. McLaughlin on the keeper, 23 yards out. The point after is good. The brand new score here in Green Township, 35-21. Scoring has come often here in this ball game, and here's the kick away. Schroyer. And it's Lyman from the 7, cuts back to the middle of the field, has an angle to the 20, out to the 30, out to the 40. He's got a ways to go to the 50 and across the 50, and great starting position for the Kings Knights. A return of 45. Forward progress, actually taken back a step out, officially to the 49-yard line, the Kings' 49-yard line. 3 to the bottom, Lyman the closest to you. The senior wide receiver going to Eastern Michigan. Lockwood on the carry, off the left side, a couple yards as he ran it behind the left guard, Zach Hoying, and the left tackle, Ryan Doman. Pickup of 2. Kings missed a golden opportunity to hold things, to hold LaSalle down to a field goal opportunity. Instead, it was McLaughlin accounting for his 5th touchdown tonight. He's got 2 on the ground, 3 through the air. Looking up and the quarterback keeping it. Across the 45, he has the first down. Out across the 40, out to the 36-yard line. A pickup of 13. Go too quickly to the line, 4 to the bottom. And the quarterback keeping it again. This time it's a design run, not much there. A pickup of a couple, and it's O'Connor, the stud linebacker, the co-defensive player of the year in the GCL South on the stop. O'Connor's been everywhere tonight. A couple of touchdowns on offense, and has shown up big on defense as well. 2nd and 8. Nuri looking long, now throwing short, and it's to Frisk. Out across the 35-yard line, spins away out of the tackle, and his forward progress is stopped right around the 32-yard line. A pickup of about 2. Clock melts under 5 minutes left to go here in this third period. This all-important third period, especially for Kings. 35-21, LaSalle with the lead. They've led from the very get-go. They scored their first touchdown 2 minutes deep into this ball game and have not looked back. 3 to the top. The single wide receiver to the bottom of your screen is Nate Lyman, the senior who's got over 60 catches on the year. Nuri back to pass, looking for Lyman. He comes back for it and has a first down. Or right along the sideline, it is complete. Dancing out there, out to about the 18-yard line, a pickup of 14. Great job by Lyman, who had one-on-one. On first look, wasn't sure if he had that foot inbound. Came down inbound, fully secured the pass, and it's a pickup of 14. And Kings is back in the red zone. They're not willing to go quietly into that night. Back to passes, Nuri looking right, throwing right, complete to the right. Out across the 15, ball comes out at the end of it, but the whistle called before it came out to Jackson Bake. So a short pickup on the near sideline, and the clock continues to melt. Pickup of 5 on the pass play. Give Kings credit. They could have withered back in the first half. They have shown up big here in this third, both on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. 2nd and 5, and we got to stop. Kings calls a timeout with 3:41 left to go here in this third period, their first of the half. We'll step aside as well here on Spectrum News 1. The winner of this game will take on the winner of the 3-6 game in Region 8, Xenia and Harrison. And right now it looks like Harrison, at last check, the Wildcats leading the Buccaneers 38-7. 2nd and 5 out of the timeout. Nuri back to pass, looking right, throwing right to the corner. It is incomplete. Nearly caught, nearly intercepted. Looking for Lyman out on that side. And Zaire Smothers got in the way and nearly picked it off. Twins on each side. And they motion Tucker to the left. And now Nuri in traffic throws. And it's loose out of the side, incomplete. Incomplete. Some indecision momentarily that was actually taken away by LaSalle, but that one hit the ground and it's incomplete to bring up 4th down. And what do you do here? What do you do here? Aaron Sabo is the offensive coordinator. Alex Garvin has a very big decision here. 4th and 5 out at the 13-yard line. If you go for points by kicking, and that's what they're going to do. So it's a 30-yard attempt. Nate Mangrino is 5 for 7 on field goals this year. He's got a long of 42. Just a sophomore, he got a big leg. Out of the hold of Ben Lockwood, who's made a difference in the game tonight, him as well. Good snap, it's blocked! An outstanding block by Zaire Smothers. And Kings is turned away. We got an injured player for Kings down on the field with 3:17, but the field goal is blocked here in Green Township. So Smothers came off the side, got 2 hands on it and blocked it away, and with the injury will also step aside with his timeout here on Spectrum News 1. The OHSAA State Championships return to Canton and the Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium once again. Join Spectrum News 1, your exclusive home of the OHSAA Championships, beginning on Thursday, December 5th, for coverage of all 7 title games through Saturday, December 7th. It's all on Spectrum News 1, your home for high school sports. Aiden Sanders was the injured party for the Kings Knights. He came off the field on his own power, and Kings has the ball. And it's a run play for LaSalle, and Bird takes it up for a few yards out to the 30. So the conservative call to close out that last drive is to go to points on 4th down by 2 scores, knowing that this has been a tenuous game defensively. Try to make it an 11-point ball game, but Smothers came in from the side and blocked it, and Kings gets turned away without anything. 2nd and 6, and a reset here by LaSalle. The winner of this one will take on the winner of Xenia and Harrison. Another run. May be content to run down the clock. Patrick Hollibut's on the stop of the quarterback, but not before McLaughlin gets the first down. Needed 6, got 7, with 2:19 left to play here in this 3rd period. Every time LaSalle goes for a reset, they're pointing at Kings, especially on the interior, to say that Kings has gone off sides. But that's not been the case. The quarterback keeping it. Oh, and he gets whacked out on the sideline. McLaughlin for minimal yards. And Toriano Johnson, the senior defensive lineman, came in with a lick. Let's see if it's another run. Pat McLaughlin's crew is up by 2 scores late in this ball game, and we'll see if they milk the clock and hold on for this one. It's yet another run, and they go counter back to the right off the left side for a couple of yards. This has been a very tough night for the Kings defense, especially for the front 7, who have taken so much pride in stopping the run this year, only giving up 2.5 yards per carry on the season per carry throughout the entire year. That's everybody. Winton Woods, Anderson, who are the best teams in their conference, everybody. And the quarterback keeping. And he'll throw on the waggle, and it's complete out across the 50-yard line. And move the chains. Schroer gets a catch.
Tackle on the play of Trent Hogan for 94. Lancer, first down.
Lancers have marched back into Kings territory, and again, they've looked around. Twins on each side, Schroer to the top. Looking over the middle, looking again for Schroer. Beg your pardon, it's not Schroer. Who made the catch on that one? So O'Connor made the catch, beg your pardon, and not Schroer. As we melt the clock down to 5 seconds, and that'll mark the end of this third period. LaSalle continues to hold Kings at arm's length. Up by 14, 35-21 as we head to the all-important fourth. This is the OHSAA playoffs on Spectrum News 1. To the fourth quarter we go as we switch sides. McLaughlin waiting, giving. It's another run play off to the right this time. Behind that big right side, Wes Satterfield, the right guard, and Jameer Davis, the right tackle. Pick up a 4 to bring up third down. 2-score game, 3 to the top. And another reset. Kings anticipating another run, and why not? They've run on all but one of the plays on this drive. It's a pass play. Quarterback in trouble, nearly threw it away, and I don't know, that looks like that may be grounding. No flag as far as we can tell. I don't know if that got back to the line of scrimmage. So he was in the pocket. That should be intentional grounding since the ball never made it back to the line of scrimmage. And now we have a flag. And that's the call. So Kings gets the thing that they really needed here in this ball game, the all-important stop on third down.
It's a foul, and it's a loss of down.
Loss of down, and they'll back up. The ball will be marked off out to the 37-yard line. Javier Carter back at his own 26 to punt. Ball spotted at the 37-yard line. Good snap. Kings on their way. They can't get to Carter. And this one off the left side. And this one will take a Kings roll a little bit out to the 29-yard line. 34 yards on the punt, nothing on the return. And with 10:59 left to go in this ball game, this is the season right now for Kings.
The league ground there is owned and operated by Lance Marks, the Southwest of 2015, and their masters in home business landscape, hardscape, and true to rural services. Contact Lance for an estimate today.
Ball's at the 29-yard line. Kings taking possession here in the fourth. And it's a run. It's Lyman trying to reverse field and is corralled for a loss. Stop by McConnell. And the ball, that's a loss on the play of 5. 2nd and 15, pass play for Nuri, looking down the field, rolls to the right, throws to the check down. Nowhere to go, and the stop made by Landon Bates, the middle linebacker. And we also have a flag on the play with 10:18 left to go. Flag came in for the near side.
Penalty indicated against the Lancers.
It's going to go against LaSalle and back up the home team. LaSalle had a chance to break this one open in the first half, up by 28-7. They had the ball with under 2 minutes left to go and decided to play conservative. Ball will be moved out to the 42-yard line, essentially an 18-yard net on the penalty. Nuri back to pass. McConnell giving chase, throwing incomplete. Looking out for the sideline for Jackson Bake. He was the closest to him, though Bake was headed down the field. And it's incomplete. So LaSalle had a chance to break this one open to close out the first half. If they had gotten a touchdown in the closing couple of minutes, it would have been 35-7. Instead, they had to punt it away, and Kings got a razzle-dazzle touchdown on a backward pass and a second pass that went down to Frisk out of the 15, and he marched it in for the touchdown with no time left in the first half. Nuri to throw, complete out on the sideline, and it's Nate Lyman, another catch. Close to a first down. He stretched across the line to gain. I don't know if they'll give it to him. So we got a foul. And it's against the home team, LaSalle. And right now the home team can't stand success. So you have the pass completion and then roughing the passer. So the chains are on the move, and this one will come out to the 35-yard line of LaSalle. Kings with a puncher's chance with 10 to play. Deep drop for Nuri with time. Now runs out of time and dropped by McConnell. That's a loss of 10. That's the fourth sack of the year for Marcus McConnell. Nuri back to pass again. Surveys, looks right, throws, and is it caught? Lyman out on the sideline, and it gets by him, incomplete.
There's pass intended for Nate Lyman.
That one looked like it was going to be in the hands of Smothers. It got past him a little high for him. Lyman had a shot at it out on the sideline, but it went out of bounds. 3rd and 20 with 9:28 left to go here in this ball game. A big third down coming up. And as far as we're concerned, this is 2-down territory now for Kings. Nuri back to pass, throws over the middle, caught by Frisk. Out at the 30-yard line. Moves back at the 31. Ball came out at the end. So a pickup of 14. The ball came out, but they rule it dead at that spot, and it'll be 4th and short. And let's see what Alex Garvin and his offensive coordinator, Aaron Sabo, have in their bag of tricks. Ball's at the 31-yard line on the far hash mark. 8:49 to go. 3 to the bottom. Frisk nearest to you. Nuri under a heavy rush, throws, and it is complete. Is that Lyman again? Lyman, a magician, pulled a Houdini act to get the first down. Out to the 24-yard line, needed the 25, got one more yard, a pickup of 7. Nuri will keep off the right side, breaks away momentarily across the 20-yard line. They give him the 18-yard line, a pickup of 6. Under 8 to play. Two to the bottom, 2 to the top. Nuri, deep drop with time. Now runs out of time, scrambling to the right, throws, and incomplete.
There's pass. Coming for Jackson Bake. Incomplete.
Jackson Bake, the intended receiver, couldn't pull the Houdini act out on the right sideline, and the clock stops with 7:38 to go. Third down and 4. The last time it was third down, they picked up 14. Needed 20, and then they picked the rest up on 4th down. So another big third down, this time in the red zone, out at the 18-yard line. Out of the huddle, it's 3 to the bottom. Jackson Frisk, the nearest to you. Nuri with time, now runs out of time and is dropped out of the 30-yard line. The defensive back came on in, and Smothers gets the sack. All the way back to the 30-yard line. 4th, and we'll call it 17 on a loss of 10. We'll see if Nuri throws the jump ball for Nate Lyman. Lyman's towards the top of your screen. 4th and 16, rolling right, throwing right, and complete to the right. What a catch!
It's complete for Jackson Bake from Nuri.
Bake makes up for his drop a couple downs ago, gets the first down on 4th down, a pickup of nearly 20. 1st and 10. Here's a throw, touchdown! Jackson Bake, he gets the 4th down catch, he gets the touchdown on the next throw, 35-27, mercy. What in the wide world of sports has happened to this ball game? Let's see what they do here. They show 2. They're not going to go for the conversion. They're going to go for 2. Nuri gets the ball, looking right, throwing right, incomplete, in and out of the hands of Lyman, and denied by Trey Arnold as we head to the timeout. Kings is alive, down by 8, 35-27. This is the OHSAA playoffs on Spectrum News 1. Coming down to the wire here in Green Township on Cincinnati's west side, 35-27. LaSalle hanging on to the lead with 6:35 left to go in the ball game. The last drive, 12 plays, 71 yards, 4:14 off the clock. The touchdown from Grant Nuri to Jackson Bate. The 2-point conversion, no good, and it's an 8-point contest here in what is turning out to be a nail-biter. And right now, if you're the Kings defense, you're praying for a stop here on this next drive. The Greener to kick it away, a low knuckler, picked up at the 12-yard line. And it's Welter out across the 20 to the 25.
Tackle played by Jackson Pitt.
This game could have been a 4-score game going into the first half break. Instead, it's a 1-score game deep into this fourth quarter. Winner of this one will take on the winner of Xenia and Harrison next week in the regional semifinal. And that should be a hell of a game. First and 10 at the 26. They motion O'Connor in the power to the left, and they go counter back to the right, and Bird has nowhere to go. Stopped by Michael Farnham, the defensive lineman. Officially no gain. McLaughlin's had a big game. 3 touchdowns through the air, 2 on the ground. He's accounted for all the touchdowns here tonight for the Lancers. Twins to the top. Big clap of the ball, throws over the middle, incomplete. No hold. O'Connor had it, well defended, and I do mean well defended by Jacob Radowski, the junior linebacker. And if Kings can get a 3 and out here, Katie bar the door. Gummy clap, and we'll get another play in. Kings rushes 3, they throw the long ball, incomplete. A lot of contact, maybe a hold out there, but no flag. Nick Ruswick, a backup defensive back, senior, grabbed a hold that looked like of O'Connor, and it's 3 and out. And that was the defensive stop Kings needed. Carter faking a play, and now he'll go back into punt position. And we've seen that a couple of times. In fact, we saw that against Coleraine in week 1. He'll punt it away. It's a good boot. And a fair catch called for out of the 40-yard line by Lyman. And a late flag afterwards. 34 yards on the punt, nothing on the return, pending the flag. 5:37 to go. Kings got the defensive stop that they were looking for. Now they need to answer with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to get this one all tied up. So fouls against LaSalle, unsportsmanlike conduct. A lot of mouthiness here tonight, here in Green Township. So says Matthew Kleiner, the referee tonight here in this ball game. And it's been a wild one here on the west side of Cincinnati. We thought the game of the week here in the Cincinnati area, the greater Cincinnati area, would have been St. X and Winton Woods. This might be it. Nuri, with time, throws left, incomplete. Out of the 40-yard line, intended for Jackson Bake, the current hero of this ball game, defended very well by Zaire Smothers. And a flag this time against Kings. Holding's the call, and they'll bring it back. So first and 20 on the 10-yard penalty with 5:32 to go. Right now, if you're Kings, you've got to keep the pedal to the metal. Don't get conservative here. 3 to the top. Lyman by himself, one-on-one to the bottom. Looking that way, throwing that way for Lyman. Incomplete. Lyman had to stop and go, and it was the fly route that the quarterback, Nuri, thought was going to happen. Incomplete. Walter Berry came up on safety help just in case Lyman got to it. As soon as Nuri saw Lyman with one-on-one down to the bottom of your screen, that's the only place he was going to go. 2nd and 20. And it's Lyman again. He's got one-on-one out to the left, out against Zaire Smothers. Looking right this time. Looking right. Still alive. Now looking down the field. And it's picked off out at the 43-yard line. Brady O'Connor. O'Connor has had a massive night tonight. And Kings has turned away. They had a prime opportunity to score in LaSalle territory. Holding and then the interception has turned them away. .5:16 left to go. Ball's at the 42-yard line. And right now, with an 8-point lead, right now, Pat McLaughlin looking to salt this one away. And the quarterback, his son, Pat, running it out for a couple of yards. We may have mentioned this back in the first quarter. The dad, the coach, Pat McLaughlin, calls his son Patrick. Apparently nobody else does. And as an aside, nobody calls him Junior either. A 1-yard gain on that last run, and they'll reset. It's Schroer down to the bottom of your screen, has one-on-one down there if they decide they want to throw. And the run right for the quarterback, throwing right, and complete to the right. It is Schroer across the 50. So the waggle right and the completion to Schroer, and they move the chains, 1st and 10. They spot the ball at the 48-yard line. Here's the run, off right tackle, a couple of yards. Clock continues to run, 4:10 and counting. No gain on the last run. Or actually a gain of 2, beg your pardon. It is a gain of 2. Is that the tight end in the backfield with them? It is. Oh, actually it's Goldschmidt, and now the keeper by the quarterback, and he comes up to the right side, and he is stopped. Nowhere to go. Brady Minor, sophomore reserve defensive end, comes in and makes a stop. Kings will call a TO. It's their second timeout, and we'll step aside along with them. 3:43 to go here in this ball game, 35-27. This is the OHSAA playoffs on Spectrum News 1. Out of the timeout and down the stretch we go. 3:43 left to go here in this ball game. 35-27. LaSalle clinging to an 8-point lead. And it's a full house. Well, they show power here on this one. And now they'll change things up. Move O'Connor to the right side. Another dummy count. 3:43 frozen on the clock. And the quarterback, McLaughlin, to throw, and throws on the run, and it is incomplete, intended for O'Connor out at the 25-yard line. Had the sideline, incomplete, just out of his hands. And another stop for Kings here in the second half. They have adjusted out of the locker room very well. It's Lyman back at his own 12-yard line. Javier Carter has been busy punting the ball here in this second half. He angles it right, it's blocked! And out of bounds. Wow! Brady Minor got a big paw on that one, and great field position for Kings here, coming up with 3.5 to play. Mercy. Earlier in this half, we saw a blocked field goal attempt for Kings. Kings has answered back. So great starting position once again, the opposing 46-yard line. 3:31 and a very big set of minutes on a very big drive here. They motion Lyman, and it's loose, and it's turned over. Fergus Strider on the mishandle by the quarterback, jumped on it, and it's turned back over to LaSalle. Mercy. Neither team has withstood success very well tonight. Ball's at the 49-yard line with 3:27 left to play. McLaughlin with Goldschmidt in the backfield. And they show power on this play, and Goldschmidt stutters to the right and had nowhere to go. Logan Burke in on the stop. So this is the final timeout for Kings with 3:20 to go, and down the stretch we go. Here in Green Township, LaSalle continues to hang on here on Spectrum News 1. Out of the timeout, 3:20 to play, 2nd and 10. We just saw the final timeout for Kings. Everything else right now has to be Iron Man football for the Knights. Down by 8. And the quarterback keeping it for a couple. Fake to Brown and gained a couple more to bring up 3rd down. And this is a very, very big 3rd down for the home team. Officially no gain. 3rd and 8. We'll see if Kings sells out here. Right now they're showing zero. They're showing cover 0 right now. They go twins to the bottom. Brown now moving back into the backfield and now giving the quarterback McLaughlin an option. And the quarterback keeping it out to the right. Chased on the move, down the field, incomplete, out of bounds. Intended for Welter. And it's 3 and out. And Kings has life with 2:27 to go. Lyman back behind his own 20-yard line. Ball's at the 49-yard line. Javier Carter will go through the normal histrionics, set up in the quarterback position in the shotgun, and then go back into punt position out to the 41-yard line. 2:27 left to go. This time he gets it away. Knuckling kick out to the far side. Out inside the 20-yard line, out towards the 15. 34 yards on the punt. And the Knights need 85 yards for the tying touchdown, provided that they can complete it with 2. $2:19 to play to decide who will go and meet the winner of the 3-6 game here in Region 8, Xenia and Harrison. And at last check, Harrison's hanging on, 38-22. Grant Nuri back to pass with time. Now rolls to the right, looking, throwing, incomplete.
Nuri back to pass. Goes out of bounds. Incomplete.
Second and 10 coming up. The yardage may not be a problem for Kings to overcome, 85 yards. The time on the clock may be. 2:12 frozen on it. It's Nuri rolling, half roll to the left, looking left. Now he's in trouble and is dropped inside the 5-yard line. Markel McConnell comes up big with his second sack.
55 and 20 at the 10.
That's a loss of 13. And the clock continues to melt at 1:50 and counting. And right now, Kings has 2 more plays in the season. Nuri's back in his own end zone, and I think a timeout. Now, that's a flag, actually, beg your pardon. Initially thought it was a TO charge to the Lancers, but we saw the flag come in from the near sideline with 1:39 to play. So a false start and half the distance. So ball's inside the 2. Third and about 30. Nuri back to pass, looking, and it's incomplete, and it's picked off on the reflection. A big interception for Trey Arnold to sock this one away with 1:25 to go. With no more timeouts, the home team can take a couple of knees and go home and get ready for the regional semifinals next Friday. Devin Bird's in deep safety, and there's the first knee.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming out for tonight's game.
Meanwhile, Harrison has upped their lead in Xenia, 45-22, deep in the 4th quarter. They're on their way to the regional semifinals. And this will be a playoff rematch, I believe, of 5 years ago. That was the regional final in Region 8. Another knee. One more knee and that's it. LaSalle winner, they held on for dear life in the second half. Up by 3 scores late in the first half. Win by 8 tonight as the clock evaporates to 0. 35-27 the final tonight here in Green Township. What a finish here at Buddy LaRosa Field. The Lancers improve to 10-2. 9-3 is the final record seasonally for visiting Kings. They played a great game, especially in the second half tonight. They just ran out of time. Tonight's game was punctuated offensively by the starting quarterback. Pat McLaughlin accounted for 3 touchdowns through the air, threw a couple of touchdowns to Brady O'Connor, and ran for 2 more, accounting for 5 touchdowns. All the scoring tonight for the Lancers as they move on, and they will face Harrison next week. 2 versus 6. As we give you a quick summary of the ball game, McLaughlin found Max Welter with 9:28 left to go in the first to make it 7-0. And then 3 minutes later, McLaughlin on a 2-yard keeper. Point after is good, 14-0 with 6:21 left to go in the first. Kings answered back. It was a Lindholm touchdown pass out to their stud wide receiver, Nate Lyman, for 41 yards. Point after good, 14-7 with 2:47 left to go in the first. With 53 seconds left to go in the first, it was the first time McLaughlin found O'Connor, the first one from 19 yards out. Point after good, 21-7. And at 5:25 left to go in the second, it was O'Connor getting another touchdown pass from McLaughlin. Their second hookup, point after good, 28-7. To close out things in the first half, some razzle-dazzle. Nathan Tucker on a backward pass threw down the field to Jackson Frisk. He got it at the 15, walked into the end zone with no time left to go, point after good, and we went to the locker room at 28-14. Kings came out with 9:09 left to go after a fumble. They marched in on a 1-play drive by Lockwood off the left end, point after good, 28-21. McLaughlin then, with what turned out to be the deciding score of this ball game, a 23-yard touchdown run, point after good, with 6:56 left to go in the third, 35-21. And then the last score of the night, it was a touchdown from Nuri to Bake with 6:32 left to go in the fourth. 2-point conversion, no good, and that's our final score, 35-27. A super finish here tonight in a game that went 2 hours and 32 minutes. As the 2 seed survives, they held on for dear life in the end of this ball game and march on to the regional semifinal. This will be a neutral site, and this will be against the 6th seed, Harrison, beating big in the fourth quarter in Xenia. Our thanks to our videographer tonight, Mark Kennedy. I'm Geoff Kim. We bid you so long and a good night from Green Township. Again, the final here in this one. The Lancers move on 35-27. Good night from the West Side.